In this video, we're taking a look at some of the best single-player games available on Xbox Game Pass. I know everyone has their own preferences, so you might not agree with every choice. If you have a favorite that's not on the list, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Alright, let's dive right in. A Plague Tale. Requiem is described as a modern-day classic and a true masterpiece, surpassing even its outstanding predecessor. Visually, the game is stunning, featuring vast landscapes, festive markets, and detailed medieval architecture. The level designs are exceptional. The soundtrack is haunting, emotional, and fitting for the atmosphere, while the voice acting is incredible. The gameplay is excellent, blending stealth elements with the fragile nature of the protagonist. The story is emotional and deeply moving, complemented by superb combat, stealth mechanics, and puzzle-solving gameplay. With its brilliant narrative, artistic scenes, symbolism, and character development, the game offers a stellar storytelling experience. Every visual aspect, from music to character and world design, is stunning. A Plague Tale. Requiem is not just an ordinary adventure, it's an intense journey that keeps players eagerly anticipating what comes next. Following that, we've got Amnesia: The Bunker, an amazing standalone game that adds a touch of Amnesia lore to its storyline. You play as a French soldier waking up alone in a bunker, tasked with completing objectives through exploration and problem-solving. Exploring the bunker feels natural and enjoyable. The game boasts impressive graphics and lighting, with shadows adding to the atmosphere and tension. It runs smoothly at 60 frames per second. Sound design is outstanding, enhancing the overall experience and making encounters with monsters terrifying. While the story may not be the main focus, the WW1 bunker setting is perfect. Managing light and power is crucial for survival. The atmosphere is brilliant, making the game both fun and creepy to play. Amnesia: The Bunker is simply a masterpiece, offering a fantastic gaming experience. Next up on our list is Bookwalker: Thief of Tales, a really interesting game with a cool story. The game dives deep into the world of stories, which is pretty neat. Bookwalker mixes things we already know, like clicking around and fighting in turns. This creates a dark and surprising world to explore. The game is great at building its world and solving puzzles, and has awesome graphics and writing. It's a fun game that's worth playing. Bookwalker's idea is done well, and the story is awesome. Plus, the game looks amazing, and it runs smoothly, which makes it stand out. So, if you're into stories and mysteries, Bookwalker, Thief of Tales is a game you shouldn't miss. Next up is Deathloop, which is an innovative FPS/stealth action game that keeps you engaged with its intricate story and dynamic gameplay. You play as Colt, tasked with eliminating 8 visionaries before the time loop resets. Each loop brings new challenges and opportunities to progress. The game offers diverse ways to approach missions. Whether you prefer stealth or confrontation, the choice is yours. You can use a variety of weapons, including dual-wield pistols, shotguns, and snipers, to suit your playstyle. The game is set in 4 different locations, each with its own time of day. You're free to explore these locations at your own pace. Every action you take feels purposeful, and customization plays a significant role in your gameplay experience. You can change your build to adapt to different situations. The gunplay is satisfying, and the mechanics are well implemented, making combat enjoyable. The world is vibrant and immersive, with stunning settings and unique characters. Up next, we have Dishonored 2, which is an awesome game with really cool graphics and a great story. You'll explore a colorful world full of cool stuff, and make choices that affect what happens next. Your decisions can make the game world darker or brighter. You can choose to play as one of 2 characters, each with their special powers and stories. Along the way, you'll find lots of hidden surprises. Whether you like sneaking around or going in guns blazing, the gameplay is really good and smooth. The places you go to look amazing, and there are lots of ways to solve problems. Compared to the first game, Dishonored 2 has better levels and more ways to play. You can try different things to solve puzzles and deal with challenges. Our next game is Doom Eternal. It's super smooth to control, making it easy to move and fight. Boss fights are tough, and finding secrets is exciting. Slayer Gates offers extra challenges with cool rewards. The game looks amazing, with detailed environments and cool effects when you damage demons. Gameplay is harder this time, needing more strategy and skill. Shooting feels even more satisfying than before. The story is interesting, and there's lots of lore to explore. Collecting stuff feels more rewarding, and the levels are well designed, each one offering something different. The game pays attention to every little detail and is super fun to play. Doom Eternal is action-packed and perfect for gamers who like a challenge. The main story is awesome, with smooth gameplay and beautiful environments, plus lots of different enemies to fight. Next one is Ghostwire Tokyo. It is a cool game with amazing graphics and smooth gameplay. The fighting is fun, and even though it's not super long, there's a lot to do. The side quests are interesting and make the game more fun. Plus, as you get better at fighting, it gets even more exciting. The story is awesome with cool characters and lots of Japanese history. The game looks just like Tokyo, with lots of colors and a great atmosphere. You can explore the city however you want and find lots of things to do. You can also change how your character looks, and some scary parts make the game even more fun. If you like Japan and its stories, you'll love Ghostwire Tokyo. It's a fun game with awesome graphics and a cool Tokyo setting. Next up, we have Halo, the Master Chief Collection, which offers fun and satisfying gameplay, making it a must-have for Halo fans and anyone who enjoys first-person shooter games. From a storytelling perspective, Halo excels in showing rather than telling, using environments to convey the narrative alongside dialogue and cutscenes. The universe and lore are well crafted, with memorable characters that can become favorites. The graphics are outstanding, especially in cutscenes, providing a beautiful and realistic experience. Each story campaign is incredible, and the multiplayer mode offers great gameplay. While the game is designed to be accessible to new players, some experienced ones may find the experience enhanced at their expense. Halo, the Master Chief Collection provides an immersive campaign and enjoyable online PvP experience, making it the best of its kind in the genre. Next up is Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. The story, environment, sounds, and mechanics are all amazing. In the game, combat is just one part of the experience, mixed in with the story and puzzles. The fighting is easy to understand and enjoy. The game's level design and atmosphere are what make it stand out. It feels like a high-quality game with great graphics and sound. Everything in the game, like puzzles and fights, is balanced well. The graphics and overall look of the game are really impressive. The sounds and effects make you feel like you're right there in the story. It's a unique game that tells a story through Norse mythology and the perspective of a woman battling mental health issues. Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice is full of history and detail, making it feel like you're there. With its great story, graphics, music, and gameplay, it's a game you won't forget. Going ahead, we have High on Life. It is a really exciting game where you go on awesome adventures in different worlds. Instead of regular guns, you use special creatures called Gatlings, which are living guns with cool powers. One of the best things about this game is how it mixes fantasy stuff into the gameplay. The music and the way it looks make it feel like you're there in the game. Playing is easy and fun, especially shooting guns. The colors and details in the game make it look amazing, with cool pictures on the walls too. It's got a great story with funny conversations that keep you interested. Whether you just want to have fun shooting or follow a cool story, High on Life has everything you need for a great time. Next is LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. You can solve puzzles and do side quests for hours, and the gameplay feels smooth no matter which character you're playing. It's full of jokes that everyone can laugh at, just like the classic LEGO games. As you play through the prequel and sequel trilogies, there's a ton of stuff to do, and you can choose from a bunch of different characters. The story gets more interesting as you interact with different groups on Tatooine. The combat is a cool part of the game that makes it even more fun. You'll meet over 300 characters and visit famous planets from the Star Wars universe, discovering new stuff along the way. LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga is not just a good game. It's a really fun experience with jokes, cool gameplay, interesting puzzles, and a great story. Next one is Mass Effect Legendary Edition. The game is really high quality, and it includes all the extra content for a complete experience. The sounds and graphics are improved in all three games. It's a must-have for anyone who loves science fiction, action, and adventure games. You get 3 famous games with awesome stories, now with even more stuff added. The fighting is still really fun and makes you think, especially on harder levels. There are lots of role-playing elements like getting stronger and making important choices. The characters are memorable with interesting backgrounds and stories. The story is easy to understand and makes sense, with characters you'll like and want to talk to. The gameplay is well designed, with lots of exploring, action, and choices to make. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is a game you'll want to play again and again. It's an amazing game that deserves more than 5 stars. Moving on to the next one, Ori and the Blind Forest. The animation, music, and story are all well made and polished, and the controls work surprisingly well, even with Ori's many skills. Exploring Nibel is tough but satisfying, with secrets and upgrades hidden throughout. The upgrade system fits perfectly with the gameplay, keeping things exciting. The game takes you on a journey to restore what's been lost, which can be quite mind-bending. You'll fight enemies and jump through platforms in the game, and it's really fun. The levels are diverse with hidden paths and items to discover. The graphics and music are fantastic, making the game even more enjoyable. The music is especially memorable. Finding collectibles in the game is both enjoyable and rewarding, adding extra fun to the experience. Next up is Persona 5 Royal. This game is considered a Japanese crown jewel, providing a perfect experience from start to finish. The storytelling is phenomenal and unique, constantly introducing new plot points and twists to keep players engaged. Despite its length, the game's fantastic storytelling, writing, and performances make it a journey filled with laughter, tears, and deep contemplation. Visually, Persona 5 Royal is stunning, with a great visual style that complements its immersive world. Its soundtrack is widely praised as one of the best, prompting some players to create playlists dedicated to it. Each character is well developed, with distinct personalities that add depth to the story. The game's additional content in Royal further enhances the experience, taking players on a journey filled with dramatic turns and god-level threats. Next up is Planet of Lana, a beautiful puzzle game with a simple yet captivating story. You journey through stunning landscapes with your animal friend, Mui. While the puzzles are mostly easy, they're still fun. The game's artwork, colors, and world design are amazing. The music adds to the experience, making you feel fully immersed. The story is touching, and the puzzles are clever. You'll also do some sneaky stuff along the way. The game runs smoothly without any glitches and offers an easy 1000 gamer score. It's a short game, lasting about 3 to 5 hours, but it's packed with adorable characters and memorable moments. The battle between good and evil is beautifully depicted. Planet of Lana is a special game that you shouldn't miss. The music, graphics, and puzzles make it a game you won't forget. Next up, we have Psychonauts 2. It is a cool game that feels fresh and exciting. Everything about it, like the writing, art, and gameplay, is top-notch. It mixes humor with a complex plot in a great way. The characters talk in a way that feels real and adds to the fun. The jumping and fighting in the game feel fair and responsive. You get to use cool psychic powers to fight enemies. The game looks amazing with its sci-fi style and interesting story. The music fits perfectly with the game's vibe, making it even more fun to play. Psychonauts 2 is a fantastic game. It's funny, well made, and looks great. The levels are creative, the graphics are awesome, and the story is funny. It's just a really fun game to play. Next one on our list is Quantum Break, an awesome game that mixes gameplay with a cool live-action series. The story is amazing, with great writing and strong voice acting that pulls you in. When you play, you get these awesome time powers that make the action unique. The graphics are stunning and fit perfectly with the gameplay, making you feel like you're right in the middle of the action. The best part of Quantum Break is how it mixes live-action scenes with gameplay. It's like being in a super exciting movie. People love the game's beautiful visuals, easy controls, and how it's great for beginners. Shawn Ashmore's acting as Jack Joyce is also top-notch and adds a lot to the story. Quantum Break is an incredible game that pushes the boundaries of storytelling and gaming. Next up is the Soma, an amazing game that mixes scary and deep thinking in a great way. The world looks awesome and makes you feel creeped out. The voices and sounds are so good they make you feel like you're there. But Soma isn't just about being scared. It also makes you think about big ideas like philosophy and science fiction, which is pretty cool. The game is scary and keeps you guessing, mixing up different types of horror to keep you on your toes. The places you go to in Soma are stunning, but also kind of scary, especially the underwater parts. The graphics are amazing and fit the mood of the game perfectly. The story is gripping and makes you make some tough choices. You learn a lot about the world as you play, which is pretty neat. Soma is one of the best scary and thought-provoking games out there. Proceeding further, we have Star Wars Jedi: Fallen Order. It is a cool game with lots of adventure and exciting battles. The story is amazing and makes you want to keep playing even after you finish the game. You get to explore big, detailed planets, which is fun. The fighting makes you feel like a Jedi, and it's super exciting. The graphics are awesome, and the gameplay is really good. The game does a great job of balancing both. The story is simple but interesting, and there's a lot of extra stuff to learn about. Exploring, fighting, and the story are all great, and the game is a good length. The world's designs are beautiful and make the game feel real. The acting and sound effects are really good and make the game even more fun. You can customize your character, droid, and ship, which adds to the fun. The story mode is long, so there's plenty to keep you busy. The characters' expressions and movements in the cutscenes are well done, and the boss fights are tough, keeping you on your toes. Up next, we have Starfield. It is an incredible game that takes you on a journey through vibrant worlds and bustling cities, packed with adventures to discover. The main story is exciting, with interesting characters and personal conversations that keep you hooked. Plus, there are tons of side activities to enjoy along the way. You can upgrade your skills with a wide range of options in the skill tree, making combat even more fun with powerful weapons to use. And if you like building, you can create your bases and ships, adding your touch to the game. As you explore space in Starfield, you'll be amazed by the realistic physics and stunning graphics, making every moment feel like a thrilling adventure. The game's strong storytelling and character development add depth to the experience, while exploration lets you uncover secrets and discoveries in the vast universe. Starfield is an exciting and immersive game that will reignite your passion for gaming. Next, we have Sunset Overdrive, a super fun game with awesome art. The characters look great, even though the game isn't super fancy technically. There are lots of outfits to choose from, and they're not just the same thing with different colors. Plus, the boss fights are funny and cool, like fighting a balloon or a dragon. The game has a cool vibe and is fun to play. The graphics are bright and colorful, and the characters are lively. You'll get hooked on the gameplay, and the music makes it even more exciting. The characters sound real, and moving around in the game is easy and fun. The story is interesting, the graphics are beautiful, and you'll want to play it again and again. And it's full of funny jokes that'll make you laugh. Next up on our list is The Outer Worlds. It's got amazing graphics and funny jokes, but there's also a serious story hidden under all the fun. Players love exploring the beautiful planets and stations in the game. You get to make choices that change the story, which keeps things interesting. One of the best parts is the funny writing, both from your character and the other characters you meet. The game world is colorful, and the people you team up with are all different and interesting. The game plays smoothly, and there's a lot to do without it feeling overwhelming. There's a system where you can get flaws that add a twist to the game. The characters you meet have their own stories, and what you say to them can change your adventure. The story has a bit of everything: humor, surprises, romance, and action. You can make your character, which is fun. The Outer Worlds is a well-made game with lots to explore and great scenery everywhere you go. The next game on the list is Tunic. It mixes old-school feelings with modern twists and action role-playing games. The art style and sounds are lovely. You'll have lots of aha moments while playing. It's charming and challenging, but doesn't hold your hand. Imagine it as a blend of Legend of Zelda exploration with Souls-like combat. It's all packed in with a great soundtrack. Boss fights are thrilling, and the enemies are unique. Combat is tough but enjoyable, and the items you find are interesting. There's something special about Tunic that keeps you playing, pushing you to understand it more and get further. It rewards you for progress and makes you adapt to new challenges. The gameplay is fun, with character building, tricky puzzles, and little hints to discover. Tunic is one of the coolest puzzle action games out there. Next up is Yakuza series, which is something special packed with so much content. If you're up for it, diving into these games is a must. Each game in the collection is a gem, with amazing stories, fun gameplay, and a vibrant world that's a joy to explore. While the stories may have similarities, the colorful characters make each game feel fresh and exciting. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the series, the Yakuza Remastered Collection is a must-have. With gripping stories, lovable characters, enjoyable gameplay, and loads of content, there's something for everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope you found some new games to try out on Xbox Game Pass. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment with your thoughts or favorite games. See you in the next one.